How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with some classic lager up in this piece in the form of, Captain Lawrence classic lager. There's a couple breweries when I'm going to go into a lager for the first time, because I believe this is the first time I've ever had a lager or base lager from Captain Lawrence. There's a few breweries I'm going to be like, okay, no shit, Sherlock, this has got to be good. And Captain Lawrence is one of those breweries. They make such good beers across the board, but they have such a great handle because they've been around for a while. But it also their ethos of their business. They dig on the old classics, and a little bit of classic lager. I believe this is an American lager. It's not like a Czech lager or anything like that. We're gonna find out, see what's what. I mean, everything about this beer, to the name, to that label, it just screams old school Americana style level stuff. I mean, look at that. Red, white, and blue. You know, they're not messing around as far as the labeling goes. And as far as the beer goes, I mean, that looks like macro lager. It really does. Crisp, clean, a little bit of champagne-y kind of carbonation floating up from the bottom. Head was there, not too big. A little bit of actually, I was going to say off-white. It was white as white could be. Dissipated relatively quickly. But yeah, we wish that head would stick around a little bit longer. Let's put it that way. But as far as that beer looks, I mean, look at that. That's what I expect. It's got that kind of Narragansett kind of vibe to it when it comes to how the label's laid out. And the beer, like I said, clear, crisp, clean, exactly what you'd expect from a classic American lager. Let's see if we can get a nose. That smells really good. It doesn't really smell like macro lager. It is all grain driven. You're not getting any kind of corny vibes. Even when these kind of small little kind of pseudo macro lager, American lager type beers, I can still get this kind of soft little kind of corn syrupy vibe on this, on them, not this. I mean, and I'm not getting it here. Just a really nice, really light graininess, Pilsner malt, maybe even a little bit of kind of light Vienna kind of malt, something along those lines. It's very, very crisp, clean kind of maltiness. There's really not much of any bittering there. If it is, it's just a super bland, generic bittering, which kind of works for the style. And that's pretty much it. There's no kind of yeast ester on it. It is really just a small, clean, crisp graininess. Quintessential crispy boy territory right here. Let's dive in. Cheers. This is Merriam-Webster Dictionary. You flip the crispy boy. This is exactly what they mean. Because a lot of breweries make these beers and they go, hey, we're releasing our crispy boy. But they're not. They have this heft to them, or they have this kind of just density that keeps it from getting there. But it's such a kind of trendy term, trendy word to use. A lot of people tend to use it on beers even when it's not there. This actually, that's what I'm drinking right now. I'm drinking beer. This is beer-flavored beer in the most beautiful way possible. That is not in any way meant to diminish the greatness of this beer. But this is meant to be chugged, meant to be drank on a golf course, meant to be drank at a barbecue. It is the quintessential crusher, quintessential crispy boy. And it's so well made. It's crisp, it's clean, you get that nice graininess to it, but it's not heavy-handed. There is a soft bittering, a little bit bigger than you expect based off of the nose, but it's not getting up to like Czech Pils kind of level, kind of lager, kind of bitterness kind of levels. I mean, it's delicious in every sense of the word. It does exactly what it wants to do, and it does it fucking beautifully. This is fantastic. I love this beer. I love it. We're done. That's all there is to it. There's not supposed to be anything more to this beer than everything I said. Crisp, clean, malt forward, a little bit of soft bittering. Done. Let's drink them. Here's the thing. Let's cut to the chase, because there really is not much else to say about the beer. Is this one of the better lagers that I've had as of late? Yes. It might be Mount Rushmore status. Now, this is where you kind of want to delineate this between, like, your Czech lager, things like that, because it's such a different beer than that. It's not trying to be that. And while I'm not going to say I like it better or worse than a Czech beer, but it's almost like the difference between a West Coast and East Coast IPA at that point. But it's definitely in the running, if not Mount Rushmore status, very close to the top. Value and availability. That's where this one kind of really kind of leans into what I love about American lager. Is one, it's supposed to be crushable, drinkable, crispy, and priced right. $9, 4-pack of pounders, all day. Sure, I can get cheaper. I Narragansett, I'll chug those all day. This is a much better beer than that. For me, it is. I can get those for $5. So you're looking at, a $3 to $4 price point difference. But it's just an absolutely tasty beverage. and priced where it doesn't actually piss me off. And leave you with, if you like, well, we like this beer. If you like crisp, clean, well-made beers, I almost hesitate to say if you like American Adjunct Lager, sure. If you like those, if you drink this, I think you'll be like, hey, I like this. Because it's close enough to that to where it won't do anything kind of weird for you. But it's so much better made, so much more organically just tasty. It doesn't have any of the kind of, that rice corn kind of sake kind of thing going on that a lot of American Adjunct Lagers do have. This is what those beers were back in the day before they started to get all mishmashed and all kinds of messed with. This is probably like that era before, I don't know, corporate beer took over. And that's a beautiful thing. So if you like those beers, you like this. So there you go. Another review in the books. Absolutely beautiful beer. Pick it up, drink it, chug it all day. As far as date goes, I didn't tell you guys. This is 2 weeks old. So there you go. Review in the books. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting stuffs. Words are hard. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoyed a little lager right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.